Every year, thousands of adults over 60 hear the same advice from doctors and family members. Walk more, get your steps, try to stay active. Walking is indeed helpful for the heart, for the lungs, and for preventing stiffness as we get older, and millions of seniors rely on it as their main form of exercise. But a growing number of heart surgeons and aging researchers are discovering something surprising. While walking is good, it might not be the strongest tool to protect your heart, your memory, your muscle strength, or your healthy years. Many seniors who depend only on walking still face heart problems, weak leg strength, slower metabolism, and higher risk of aging-related decline. And this is why top heart surgeons now recommend adding certain daily habits that seem to work better than walking for long-term health. The surgeons do not say walking is bad. They say walking alone is not enough for aging hearts. In fact, one senior health analysis showed that many older adults who walk daily still lose muscle mass and cardiovascular capacity faster than seniors who combine walking with strength and short bursts of higher effort exercise, according to a study published in Circulation in 2021, which examined over 4,000 adults over age 60 and found that light walking alone did not significantly improve heart pumping function compared to strength and mixed intensity training. These findings opened a conversation in cardiology circles about what truly helps the aging heart stay strong. Many seniors, especially after retirement, fall into a slow rhythm. They walk, they sit, they rest, and then they walk again. This pattern is low stress on the body, but also low reward. Doctors observing this pattern realized that the human body after age 60 is fighting three main aging challenges: loss of muscle mass, loss of insulin sensitivity, and reduced cardiovascular flexibility. These are the same three things that walking alone does not fix very well. Walking helps with blood flow and movement, but it does little to build muscle, little to stimulate fast twitch fibers, and very little to improve peak oxygen capacity. Surgeons worry about these factors because muscle mass after 60 is strongly linked to mortality risk. Seniors who maintain muscle live longer and stay independent longer, according to research published in The Lancet Healthy Longevity in 2020, which showed muscle strength predicted survival better than steps alone. The first habit surgeons recommend is gentle strength training for the major muscle groups. Seniors who do this just 2 or 3 times per week show better heart performance, stronger metabolism, and lower risk of disability than seniors who only walk. A review in JAMA Internal Medicine in 2022 found that resistance training improved glucose control, lowered resting blood pressure, and improved cholesterol levels more than walking. Seniors do not need heavy weights or complicated machines. In fact, many surgeons tell their patients to use resistance bands, household objects, or even body weight. The reason this habit helps more than walking is because strength training stimulates both the muscles and the cardiovascular system. When muscles push, pull, or lift, they demand more oxygen and glucose, forcing the heart to work in a different way than during slow walking. This makes the heart stronger over time. Seniors who perform light resistance movements for 10 to 20 minutes a day build strong legs, hips, arms, and back muscles that walking does not fully develop. Another important benefit of strength training is stability. Many aging adults worry about falls. Falls are one of the top causes of injury in seniors, and walking alone does not train balance enough to prevent them. Studies from BMJ in 2021 showed that seniors who trained leg strength and core strength cut fall risk nearly in half compared to seniors who only walked. Falls can lead to hip fractures, and hip fractures often lead to long hospital stays and decline. Heart surgeons pay attention to fall risk because injury and immobility weaken the heart quickly. Seniors who keep muscles stay active longer, which keeps the heart young longer. The second habit surgeons recommend is interval training, which means short bursts of faster movement followed by gentle recovery. Seniors who do interval movement do not need to run or sprint. Even simple fast stepping in place for 20 seconds followed by 40 seconds of slow movement can improve heart function more than steady walking. Interval training forces the heart to pump harder and then recover. This makes the heart more flexible. Heart flexibility is a major factor in longevity. One heart study published in European Heart Journal in 2020 showed that older adults who practiced interval training improved peak oxygen uptake by up to 14%, while seniors who only walked improved only by about 4%. Peak oxygen uptake is a measure of how well the heart and lungs deliver oxygen. Lower levels of oxygen capacity are linked to heart disease, frailty, and early mortality. Interval training also improves insulin sensitivity, which means cells respond better to sugar and insulin. As seniors age, insulin resistance increases, and walking alone does not fully reverse this. A study in diabetes care in 2019 found that older adults who performed short bursts of effort before meals had healthier glucose levels for hours afterward, while walking produced only mild changes. Insulin resistance is linked to inflammation, heart disease, stroke risk, and even cognitive decline. Surgeons are especially concerned about glucose spikes because high blood sugar damages blood vessels, including the delicate vessels inside the heart. Seniors who train the heart to handle a bit more effort build a type of metabolic fitness that cannot be gained from slow walking alone. The third habit top surgeons recommend is training balance and coordination. It may seem irrelated to the heart, but scientists are discovering that coordination exercises activate areas of the brain that help regulate autonomic heart function. Balance also keeps seniors independent, mobile, and resistant to injury. Seniors who do this maintain their walking ability longer, which opens the door for more activity and more cardiovascular protection. Simple balance exercises like gentle single-leg stand near a wall or slow heel-to-toe walking across a room improve neuromuscular function. In a study published in Neurology in 2022, adults in their 60s and 70s who trained balance 3 times per week showed better brain volume in regions linked to memory and movement than seniors who only walked. Memory loss is one of the greatest fears of aging, and brain aging is strongly connected to heart health. The brain consumes high amounts of oxygen, so whatever supports the heart will often support cognitive function as well. Coordination training can also enhance reaction time. Reaction time slows with age, and slower reaction times lead to more falls. Seniors who train coordination improve this. A study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience in 2023 found that older adults who practiced hand-eye and foot-eye coordination drills improved reaction time by nearly 25% compared to walking-only groups. Faster reaction time reduces injury, reduces hospital stays, and keeps seniors active. Heart surgeons pay attention to activity because movement stimulates circulation. Better circulation helps prevent clots, high cholesterol buildup, and swelling in the lower extremities. The fourth habit surgeons are talking about is strength for the breathing muscles. Most seniors never think about training their breathing. They breathe automatically and assume nothing can change. But respiratory muscle strength declines with age, and weak breathing muscles make it harder for the heart to function. When breathing is shallow, the heart works harder to circulate blood. Researchers have developed simple tools for inspiratory muscle training, which trains the muscles that pull air into the lungs. According to a study in JAMA Cardiology in 2021, older adults who trained breathing for just 5 minutes a day improved systolic blood pressure almost as much as blood pressure medications. These improvements were significantly better than improvements seen in walking groups. Many surgeons recommend this habit because it strengthens the diaphragm, stabilizes blood pressure, and makes physical activity easier. Seniors who do this gain more energy for daily tasks. Energy is one of the most important factors for quality of life in later years. Without energy, the body slows, metabolism slows, and the heart weakens. Breathing strength training is also useful for seniors with heart failure or lung disease. Walking alone cannot stimulate the respiratory muscles enough to make them stronger. Many seniors who use inspiratory muscle devices report less breathlessness and more confidence climbing stairs, which is one of the most important functional tests for heart health. Surgeons pay attention to stair climbing because studies from the Lancet Public Health in 2019 showed that seniors who could climb 2 flights of stairs without stopping lived longer than seniors who could not, regardless of walking habits. This is because stairs demand both heart strength and breathing strength. The fifth habit surgeons recommend is short daily strength-based movements for the legs and hips, especially sit-to-stand exercises.
Seniors who practice standing up and sitting down from a chair build the exact strength needed to stay independent. This movement trains the major muscles of the thighs and hips, which are responsible for getting out of bed, using the bathroom, or climbing stairs. Walking does not target these muscles enough to prevent weakness. A study published in Nature Aging in 2020 found that leg strength predicts longevity better than cardiovascular endurance in seniors over 70. The reason is simple. When seniors lose leg strength, they lose independence, and when independence is lost, activity falls dramatically, leading to rapid heart decline. Heart surgeons see this pattern often in older patients. Small leg weakness turns into big heart problems because movement decreases. Sit-to-stand exercises are also unique because they demand both strength and cardiovascular support. When a senior stands up from a chair repeatedly, the heart increases its pumping function. This makes blood pressure respond, arteries stretch, and muscles contract and sink.
Surgeons also highlight that seniors who combine these habits with walking have the strongest outcomes. The goal is not to replace walking forever. It is to build a stronger foundation so walking becomes easier and more rewarding. Seniors often find that after a few weeks of strength and interval practice, their walking speed increases, their posture improves, and their energy returns. Another fascinating discovery is how these habits protect the brain. The brain shrinks slowly with age, especially after 60, but strength training and interval training release growth factors that protect neurons. A study in Nature Medicine in 2020 showed that exercise that challenged muscle power increased brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, a molecule that protects neurons and supports memory. Walking increased BDNF only mildly, but higher effort movements increased it significantly. Memory problems and cognitive decline are among the most feared effects of aging. When seniors strengthen both heart and muscle, the brain benefits. Most seniors do not realize how quickly muscle declines. After age 60, muscle loss can reach 3% per year. Walking does not slow this down much. Without muscle, the body burns fewer calories, the immune system weakens, and the heart works harder. This is why surgeons focus on strength. It is not for vanity or bodybuilding, it is for survival and independence. The ability to stand from a chair without using hands predicts mortality better than cholesterol levels in seniors over 75, according to a study in British Journal of Sports Medicine in 2019. Heart surgeons also pay attention to respiratory function. Breathing changes with age. Lungs stiffen, diaphragm weakens, and rib muscles lose flexibility. Inspiratory muscle training strengthens these muscles and gives seniors more air. More air means more oxygen for the heart. More oxygen means better metabolism. In one trial from CHEST in 2021, seniors who performed daily breathing training improved exercise tolerance by almost 30%, far more than walking groups. Many seniors feel tired not because their heart is weak, but because their breathing is weak. Training breathing gives energy back. Many seniors ask why doctors never told them this before. For decades, the medical world believed walking was enough. It was simple, safe, and accessible. But new science on aging is changing this. Heart surgeons now work alongside physical therapists, exercise scientists, and aging researchers to develop better strategies for later life. They do not want seniors to suffer preventable decline. They want seniors to thrive. When seniors adopt these habits, they often notice improvements within weeks. Walking becomes easier, stairs become less frightening, and household tasks become faster. Many seniors report feeling younger. Feeling younger is not a medical term, but it is a meaningful sign that the body is gaining energy and strength. Energy supports independence. Independence supports identity. Identity supports willpower, and willpower supports longevity. The biggest enemy of aging is not time, it is inactivity. But inactivity is not the lack of movement, it is the lack of challenge. The human body needs challenge to stay alive. Even in old age, muscles, heart,
lungs, and brain respond to challenge. Walking is gentle and safe, but it does not challenge enough to slow aging. These 5 habits challenge in small doses without danger. They are the medicine of movement. Heart surgeons have a saying for their older patients: move what you want to keep. If you want to keep your legs, move them. If you want to keep your lungs, breathe deeply. If you want to keep your heart, challenge it a little. If you want to keep your mind, coordinate it. Seniors who do this keep their youth longer. As we reach the end of this message, the important idea is simple. Goodbye old age does not mean denying years, it means denying decline. Aging is natural, frailty is not, weakness is not, decline is not. Many seniors living today will live into their 80s and 90s. The question is not how long, but how well. Walking is good, but these habits are better for the heart, better for the mind, better for balance, better for strength, and better for independence. In summary, top heart surgeons and aging researchers recommend that seniors combine walking with strength training, interval efforts, balance practice, breathing strength training, and sit-to-stand leg work. Seniors who do this live stronger, stay independent longer, and protect both heart and brain. Goodbye old age, not because we stop aging, but because we age smarter.